This video, I'm gonna do a quick scheme here out of the Texans playbook. I figured I'll just focus on the Texans playbook since it's what I start off with when I start up Madden for the new season. And now and then, when I play online, it just goes right to the team playbook if I don't pay attention to pick my playbook. So it's good to know the playbook because I'm gonna have to use it. Or if I play on Mutt, it's probably the playbook I'm going to use. So some of those other plays I was showing in the other schemes are in the Texans playbook. To show real quick before I get into this video's formation is double south. You can use it similarly to how I was using the doubles north, such as PA double cross. You can motion the far out receiver on the left to do the similar play that I was doing in the doubles north. There's only one play that's missing. Well, there's actually a couple things that are different. The flanker spot, you actually motion the slot receiver on the left. And there's another play that it just doesn't even have in here that you can't even try to mimic. But you can do a couple of the same plays like the halfback weak zone. But anyway, I'll get into what I wanted to get into in this video. It's a new formation. At least to me, I don't know if it was in last year's Madden, it's new to the Texans playbook, is the shotgun stack Y off weak. And I was like, I'm going to check it out because it makes it so Will Fuller, whose speed cannot get bumped. And I was like, that's actually seems clever, so you know what, I'll check it out. And I actually was messing with it, and there's actually pretty well. I'm going to start with levels. Now usually in my plays I'll do some kind of a hot route or a motion, but in this one not so much. I'm doing it against a random nickel and against the Colts defense to match the talent I got on the Texans here. Now I might make some bad throws because it's Tom Savage and whatnot, but you should be able to see how some of these guys will get open. This weird play that Braxton Miller's doing on the left triangle here, weird route, but in a lot of zones he can get pretty opened, and if you time it right you can get a big play on man, but it seems like the man actually covers that pretty well. For Dorwitz, it looks like they're doing a cover 3. His route does really well against the cover 3. Hopkins, you can just, if you want to, you can just throw it up to him. I'd leave him there more as a distraction, but anyway, I'll run this a few times. You can see how it works. Miller got wide. I was looking for Fedorowicz, but they actually covered that one pretty good. But you saw how he was open. I just didn't make a possession catch. This play just seems to... and I got sacked. You're going to see a lot of that. I should probably pick a team with a good line and a good quarterback, but you're going to have to suffer with me. If I got to suffer through this, so do you. But anyway, I like it. I mistimed that spin, but I like it because if you hit Braxton, Fuller is able to at least get in the way of somebody so that you can make a move and get some extra yards. And with somebody like Braxton, he has a really good spin, a really good juke, so you could make some moves and break a big gain. But I'll run this a couple times. I'm waiting for like a cover 3 where I can show you the tight end can get open because he can pick if he's going to cut over the middle of the field or decide to keep going down the seam. And it looks like I'm going to get manned up here. Probably going to get sacked before I get the ball off, but we'll see. See, I led him inside since I saw the coverage on the outside. I like the throwing and the running in this year's Madden. There's a lot I got to figure out, get used to, like the juking and the spin move. It doesn't feel the same. Like it doesn't seem like it's animation anymore. It seems like it's more physics based, even though they do have a bit of I think animation sometimes on the jukes, but sometimes it looks more natural and more real, which is nice to see. But just gonna run this a couple more times. You see what I mean? He's open, but bad throw. I probably could even hit Lamar in the flat, and he could have made made a play, but like, see, sometimes I can juke out a bunch of people, and sometimes I just get creamed like that. I want to try again, just to try to. I was hoping to get the stiff arm afterwards. Pow! Make a nice play. Oh, I tried to throw a little bit harder than that. That safety looked like he was coming for a blitz, and that's why I lobbed at the last second. Because he stopped. I don't know if you saw that. You can rewind it. I don't have to rewind it for you. It still has sometimes the suction sometimes. Like you notice your guy juking to the right and the defender's on the left, and then you just suck into him and he makes the tackle, or you break the tackle. That's kind of annoying, but hey, it can't be perfect, right? And it's getting hard to get used to tapping the button instead of holding it. It's like you gotta, when you want to make the play, you gotta tap the catch you want instead of holding it, and you have to time it right. I like that. Makes a little more sense, a little more realistic. But this play, it without changing anything, seemed to get people open on any kind of coverage. You just have to work with playing the user, and I think the Miller-Fuller concept has a nice under-over if you're playing against somebody using a middle linebacker, because he can't cover both unless he's friggin' superhuman or something. He's just talented as fuck. But even if he does that for Dorwitz, it can be a distraction there too, and you can dump off to Lamar. But that's what I like to do online. I like to put something like, say, an out route with a corner route. So if a user covers, he can't cover both. You know, real simple stuff. Gonna go back to the formation here. So levels I found works good. And what I also liked is you can run out of this formation somewhat. I shouldn't say you can perfectly, but they're getting used to the pass. You can definitely get some yards on the run. This next play is a bench switch. Again, I didn't have to make any adjustments. Sometimes Braxton Miller, his route, if they cover back or if they're in man, he just cuts away from them like that, and you can get a nice play before he goes out. What I noticed a lot is with Fuller and Miller there, the coverage will go after them and will leave Fedorowicz open coming over to the seam there, especially on a cover 3. And it's also nice to dump off to Lamar Miller. Whenever you got a running back doing an in or out like that, it's nice. You can just dump off and get a big gain, because linebackers can't cover in this game. And of course, Hopkins, if that's a man or he's in a cloud flat, he's going to break away, and he looks like he gets outside coverage there, so if the linebacker doesn't drop back, Hopkins can get wide, especially if the safety's going to play deep. That's what it looked like. I wasn't looking to the left of screen until the last second because I was focusing too much on Hopkins. But generally, what I look for is the left side to see how this breaks. Oh, I didn't even use the right stick to do that juke. That was neat. Oh, that was my bad. I thought the guy was dropping back on Fuller. Alright, now I got a blitz coming over this side. This is where I should be able to hit Hopkins. And it worked out. I noticed, well, I think everybody knows that. You get a blitz coming from the safety on that side, you can usually get a quick play either in the seam or the flats. Wanted to... Oh, he actually covered that good in man coverage. Probably messed up the timing. Looks like a zone. That's what I usually like, because you get in that seam with Fedorowicz and Fuller puts on a block like that. The downfield blocking in this year is amazing. And if you get man coverage where there's one safety back, of course a corner route is going to kill it. Looks like they changed up to a cover 4 there. Didn't want it to happen again. Looks like a cover 3. But if this is man, Fuller is definitely going to get over there. If not, I get underneath. Oh, I hit the wrong button. And you can usually get some extra yards. So I notice this play works nice. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, on these plays. Plus I was just having too much fun running them. Oops. Keep passing it. There's a couple other, I think one other pass play. This one, double corner. There's a weird thing that happens, whether it's a zone, sometimes in man. And hopefully I'll get to show you what happens. And you can get touchdowns really easy as long as you got time. Now Miller's route, if you got the corner, it goes over to him and then drops underneath him when he starts running, it's pretty much a touchdown, even on a cover 2 like this, because the safety's not going to get over there. It's nuts. I don't know if it's a weird glitch, but it's just some weird thing that I noticed the corner does. He's like covering him and he just kind of slows down and goes behind him, like I'm going to just fit in behind him, and it's like, alright. And then you just time the throw and you get a touchdown right at the cone there. It's pretty nice. I don't know if I'll see that right when I run it this time, but it would be nice if I did. No, they're all playing back. Hopefully I'll run it a few times and see it. Like right here, see, he just drops behind, you get the timing, and I just shitty throw because it's savage. See, no, I'm not gonna get that again. I think they need to do something with the speed, because the speed of some people doesn't feel like... They said they changed that where the people are fast, that are supposed to be fast, but I don't really feel that. Whoa. Dang. Had a couple people open. Had Hopkins open and Fuller open. I'm trying to see if I can get that weird animation on Miller again, which I didn't. That's the thing, it's like pick your poison right there, because if I'm looking to the left and I see that, hey, they covered it good, you can usually dump off to Lamar Miller, and then sometimes I'm looking actually to the right because there's nothing over the middle, obviously. And that coverage looked a little off to me. I'm gonna dump it off for a couple yards. I want to see if I can get that. At least I was able to show it to you once. Just too bad it was a shitty throw. Because I was practicing hitting X at the right point so that I can get both feet in. And this was a nice play for me to do that. But it doesn't seem like they want to let me do that anymore. I'll run it like 1 or 2 more times. Cover 3, definitely not going to get it on this one. Didn't even get anything. Damn. I like how you have to time the truck stick and everything. A little bit annoying though. Alright, I think I got it right here if I got the time. I had to try to throw it early, still got hit. Man, but I got the animation. Stand up to that pressure. I like how you don't fumble it every time you get sacked this year. That was annoying. You just get touched and just Fumby! Oh, come on. I should have been able to stiff that arm that guy off. I know he doesn't have a good spin move, but sometimes you can make defenders look silly in this game. Alright, last one. See fight. Nope, I didn't get that animation. But you can see if you don't, you can still dump it off. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to audible to the jailbreak screen because the wide receiver screens actually work pretty good. The only thing I don't like is a lot of them have to do on a play action, and because it's a screen, you can't hot route or do anything to change the play action. You can't just put them to block. So you have to go through the play action animation, then quickly get the ball off. But as you can see, if I waited for my blocker, it would have been better. It actually works out pretty good. Crap. I actually forgot that last play was an audible. I'll run that a couple more times. This obviously works better if you running the ball. That's what I hate. You gotta go through the play action, and sometimes that happens. But you have to time it. As soon as he does the play action, you gotta hold that down, or else you're dead. Oh crap! I thought I was doing the screen again. Play action peg. Boom. That's why you gotta practice. And you can get some pretty big gains on that. Whoops. Oh. This run is decent. The inside zone. Because the blocking is good. You just gotta look for the blocking and time your speed burst. Like, don't hit the speed burst till you see your hole you want to go through. Like, right there. The guy met me. You just gotta be able to run this just to show him that you can run out of this formation, and then you can do some play action or some other things. What I like to do is I like to use this run to set up for the other run that can get some big yards, which I'll show here since it's not in my audibles. But I want to make sure I showed all the pass plays that are pretty good out of this. Curl switch is actually decent, because you got kind of like a flood concept there. You got short, medium, and deep. But you can mess around with that one on your own. Where's the rather run play? Here we go. Counter Y. This one works good. Again, you just gotta practice the timing of your burst. You gotta wait, be very patient. There, I didn't really have to because the linebacker didn't come down. He just went over the middle and got himself blocked. Usually you're gonna get that, and you have to wait to see if he's gonna get inside or outside leverage, and then pick where you're gonna run. Sometimes that happens. Not always breaking those tackles, but somebody from the outside edge grabs you. Wow, can't believe this is 20 minutes. Run this a couple more times, because I'm waiting for them to change their formation. Because there's a formation this does not work against. This one right here. This is where I usually audible to the other run, because for some reason, Oh, I was able to get there. Usually it's a big clusterfuck. You can't bounce it in or out or anywhere. Usually I will switch it to the inside run. That time I couldn't do anything. Usually this is where it's like, if I still want to run it, I'll switch to this run because it usually blocks pretty good against that. And, oh! Probably should have dove. I love that you can do that diving tackle, but I also hate it. Hate it so much. I noticed this run, like I said, works better against this defensive formation. If I was just a little bit more slippery getting through that hole. Yeah, now they like doing it. I like how you can slip through some iron tackles, but sometimes they'll grab you. Oh. Keep wanting to do this formation. I like how sometimes you don't fake them out with the move, but you're able to slip them or get some extra yards when they bring you down. Oh. Alright, I'm going to run this one more time and quickly go over another formation that is similar to this, where you can probably do a lot of the same plays, but I haven't tried it out yet because it's a similar formation. And then I'll end this video. And that's again in shotgun empty tray stack. And as you can see, you got a lot of the similar plays here, like levels. Looks like it would do the same thing. You got the jailbreak screen, but you got some extra receivers. Z under looks like that play where the weird animation on the corner route there. A couple of these I might try out and see how they work. I think I'm going to make a video where I'm actually running these plays in a game. And before I do, I'm going to make another video with this formation. It's interesting because it has the running back way out wide. Another formation I like is out of the Patriots playbook. What is it? The empty ace? Empty Pat's ace or something like that. It's pretty nice because you look like you're coming out with two tight ends and a running back, but everybody's spread out wide, so you can really get the opponent to come out in a base package, like a 3-4 or 4-3, but everybody's out wide, and it can mess stuff up. But anyway, they did change a play in that formation that I really liked. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. I'm not even running plays. Thanks for watching. Take care, and stay tuned for Empty Y Texan.